So, so sorry for being gone for so long. I'm just gonna be doing some ranting. Because I've been noticing this trend for so much long. And it's for so long. And it just needs to stop. If you're a parent watching this video, or if you're a future parent watching this video, and you're just listening to this 15-year-old talk about this, please continue to listen. Don't underestimate me because of my age.
I can't play the sidelines, really sing these flaws of mine. Tea leaves help my thoughts align. I need to let go.
So, I've been noticing a lot more disrespectful kids in my life right now. People that are my same age, taking care of their parents like absolute filth, like absolute trash. I think the problem with that is that the children aren't taught privilege. The children aren't taught that everything they own in their life is privilege. My mom has told me this, and she raised me under the fact that everything I own, everything I have, is privilege. I don't need everything I have right now. I don't need technology to survive. She told me that all I need to survive is warm clothes, a nice bed, food, water, and a nice shelter. She told me that's all I need in my life to survive. She told me that none of the things I have, I need for survival. And that she's absolutely correct. So I've been noticing a lot of more disrespectful kids treating their parents like garbage because of this. Because they weren't taught that everything they have is privilege. The clothes they wear are privileged. The shoes they wear are privileged. Let's be honest here. You don't have to take your kid to a Nike store or a named brand store to get their clothing. You could easily just take them to a Walmart or a Tesco or wherever you live and just give them clothes from there. It makes me more disrespectful. It makes me so angry that some parents have the nerve to go ahead and reward those negative behaviors. That teaches your child to be a brat. That teaches your child to be more disrespectful. That does not teach your child anything. It makes me so upset because this is what my mom taught me. She told me that everything I have it's a privilege. I said this before. It's a privilege to have a desk. It's a privilege to have a YouTube channel. It's a privilege to have social media. You don't need social media for survival. And it honestly makes me so sick that these children have the nerve to do that, to disrespect their parents while getting cool things. Listen, it makes no sense at all. You don't need technology to survive. You're given technology to defend yourself. You're given because it's whatever. I'm so mad I can't even think of words. Oh my god. It's a privilege to have technology. It's a privilege to have anything in your life. Because when you think about it, you could literally have a bed in your life and clothes, and you'll be surviving. You'll be okay. Because technology doesn't help you. Literally, toys don't help you. It's a privilege to get those things to entertain you. Entertainment is a privilege. And it makes me sick that there's so many people that don't realize that. It took me, I'm gonna be completely honest, it took me like 13 years to realize that. It took me 13 years to realize that everything I own is a privilege. I was 14 when I figured out that everything I have is no longer a privilege. I realized that now at my 14 years of age. I'm now 15. At 14, I realized that everything I own is a privilege. And there's no more people to think of that. Their children are now not even using their own mind to think. They're making their own favorite celebrities think about their opinions. It's so upsetting to see. So parents, please ask me, why do you spoil your children like this? To be disrespectful and reward them. Why do you treat your children like that? You treat your children like kings for what? To get gunk off your shoe. It's absolute. It's absolutely insane. You need to start, parents, any future parents, any parents now, rethink your whole child's legacy, your whole child's age, and think where you went wrong. Because some of you probably gave your child a 3DS or like a new console or something, and say, okay, you need this, you deserve this, and then they have terrible grades, they have terrible personality, they treat everyone like dirt, and yet you give him more things to fuel that negative behavior? What kind of person does that? Literally no one. You don't bathe around in a toilet to get rid of bacteria. You don't randomly place your seeds to make them grow. You organize them where they need to be. That's basically the equivalent of doing what you're doing. You're fueling the negative behavior. You're fueling the bacteria. It's honestly so upsetting seeing that there's so many children now thinking that they're gonna be popular. They don't need anything for their life. Most likely, your child's probably gonna think that your child is most likely gonna be thinking about you. Your child's gonna be thinking that your child's probably gonna live with you for the rest of its life. Why? And you know whose fault is that? It's not yours. It's not only yours. You're 50% of the problem. It's also the child's fault for that. I see little 15-year-olds like me absolutely cry, beg, and moan about not getting a new PC. Oh, I didn't get a new PC. Well, there's kids out there saying, oh, my brother got shot in the head a few hours ago. I don't think I can have a meal tomorrow. It makes me so mad that there's kids out there that are so spoiled, saying, oh man, I really want to start my YouTube channel. It only has a few hundred subscribers. Oh man, who cares about that? Be a decent member of society and actually get a real job, because YouTube is not a real job. I want it to be a real job, but it's never gonna happen. I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely fine with realizing that in a few years, I'm going to be working at a grocery store. I don't care about that. What I care about is the now. What's happening now. Because it's so upsetting. Oh my god. Some of you guys have so much spoiled children. Teach them early. Teach them that everything they have is a privilege. Bring your foot down. If they ask for a toy and you don't want them to get a toy yet because they've been doing bad, then say that. Say, if they start crying, then look out for security cameras. Touch them like this, like pretend you're like caressing them, right? And then whisper in their ear, I'm gonna beat your ass at home. And that's literally how I was raised. I was not how I was raised. I'm lying. My parents chose the weak way. They chose to comply, and I constantly regret that they chose that decision. I was glad at the time that they did, but me now realizing that now I'm a spoiled brat. It's just honestly insane. It's not my parents' fault. It is. It's somewhat, but it's also mine because I chose to act like that. But then again, who else gave me the idea that being a negative person will give me a reward? Because not only does some parents teach you that, but the internet also teaches you that. The internet teaches you of being mean, being absolutely ignorant, being racist, being homophobic, being transphobic. The internet teaches you that you'll be rewarded for that. You can literally look at my old videos. You can go to my channel, look at my old videos, and see how I used to act. In my old videos, I used to be racist, I used to be homophobic. I used to be so much things because I thought that's what would make me success. I thought I was going to be successful when I'm doing that. Did I hate doing those things at the time? Yes. Do I hate them now? Yes. I hated being a homophobic, racist person. But I thought if I was going to be that, I was going to be successful. But guess what? No, that did not happen. So why reward a negative emotion. Why reward that? That's the equivalent of seeing a forest fire and then dropping a nuke on it. Did it stop the fire? Yes. But did it make a bigger problem? Yes. It's honestly so upsetting. So upsetting to see parents choose the weak way out and give their child what they want instead of what they need. Give your child what they want, yes, but give them when they need it, when they are rewarded with the thing. If your child wants a new toy, if your child wants a new game, say you can get it once you get your things up, because they'll start to learn that they'll be rewarded for doing good things. God. If any parents are still watching this video, feeling the same anger as I do, please raise your children correctly. Any kids that are watching this video now, please think about your life, think about what you've done. If you think you're spoiled, think about all the things I just said and reflect off of that. Because it's generally not right. You think you'll be rewarded, you are at the time, but in the future, like hell you won't be. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
We all got internet personas we hide behind.